That's right. To give them the flux. To give them the flux.
These rappers is shucking and jiving and stuff, getting themselves in the shit that they can't get out of. Fucking up, here go the flux. A display of lyrics and patents and rhythms by Side and Young Buck.
For viewers' discretion is only factual, non-fiction, homie. The ruler, the thumb sticking out cause you know me. Federal, pimp lock the block, you can't hold me. Situation getting heavy, ammo get low, need my homie, what's up?
Well, your homie right on you know from the fire. Going up on these bitches is devious as we gon' get on this shit. Let's talk, let's not sit on this shit. We the shit on this shit, they just spit on this shit.
So much psychodramatic, havoc in this bit. Crazy the ranger with it, this shit. Buck inside is the physicist. Belligerent, feel it, cause we ignorant. Nigga, y'all in it. The flux is the subject of weight and adrenaline. The feel a bitch. Side the medic, buck the relic, and drama deleted to him once again. Chance that you get, change to your face, and the blood to the covers, undisputed bitch.
And again, to the end of the pen, be worse than this sin against men. I'm feeling fenced in. From birth, saw the light of the earth, and I've been fucked up since then. This fusion, clenching, the might get a bitch contusions. It's two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing to you.
Woo! What up, Taco Crew? It is Wednesday afternoon, not Tuesday night. Your boy had a lot going on. You know what else is going on? Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's go.
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on a stranger. Kick a tanger, things I'm thinking.
Woo! Yo! What is going on? Everybody, it's your boy. Your one and only. Jesse, a.k.a. your very own one and only Chi-Town Smart. How does everybody feel out there today? Man, thank you so much for being here. Clearly, we have thousands upon thousands of people hanging out with us right now, man. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't watch ratings. I watch pro wrestling. And that's who I have with me right now. I have pro wrestling fans. Thank you all so much. And Unkindness of Ravens is here with me. That's what I need. That is what I need. I need the American rock star with me. That's what I need. I need Ronnie with me here. I need Guardian to take his cats to the vet, bro, because that's what's important. That's what's important. Man, how's everybody feeling, bro? How you doing? I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today, man. I just want to give my thoughts on a few things, man. That's all I want to do. I want to talk some pro wrestling, bro. That's what I'm in the mood to talk pro wrestling. I just got off the phone with a good friend of mine. Want to know what we did? We talked about pro wrestling, bro. I think that's underrated. I think that's why I get so annoyed with Twitter these days. I think that's why I get annoyed, because a lot of the times I just want to sit and talk pro wrestling, bro. That's all I really want to do. I want to sit down, chop it up, shoot the shit, talk about the stuff that I don't like, talk about the stuff that I do like, talk about what I would do to improve it. And I want the person that I'm talking to not say, well, that idea is stupid. You're just a stupid fucking mark. All you do is eat dicks and you're a virgin. What kind of discussion is that? Who talks like this? Oh, that's right. People on fucking Twitter. I just want to sit and chit-chat about pro wrestling, bro. I don't hate you. I don't think you're a dumb mark. I don't think that, you're a virgin. I don't think that, you eat dicks. No. I just don't agree with your take. I'm going to give you my take. And I think by the end of this discussion, either you'll agree with my take or I'll agree with yours. And if not, then we will shake hands and then we will move on to the next topic. And we will continue to be friends afterward. Is that asking too much? Is that asking too much from the wrestling community? That's what I want to know. Seems to me that it is. It seems to me that it is. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. And I'm just brainstorming. I'm just shooting from the hip, bro. This is not in my notes. This is not on my agenda for the day. I'm just shooting right now. Maybe I should just do a live stream to just talk. Just talk to people. Talk with my chat, man. Take live call-ins and discuss and just talk. We can talk about anything, we can talk about wrestling. We can disagree, we can agree. But at the end of the talk, I won't be offended and you won't be offended. I don't know. Maybe that is just asking too much. Follow me on Twitter. If you have not, I am getting more active on Twitter as I am now in the process of weeding out the trolls. I got it in my header. I have it in my pinned comment on my profile. Like, if you want to talk pro wrestling, bro, I'm here for it. If you wanna come here and tribalize and just being mean-spirited and disrespectful just because you have a different take than me, you can take your take somewhere else. Go to Cornette. He loves that kind of bullshit, right? Go there. Go to a different show. Go to your favorite show. I have somebody in my comment section. Oh, that's what I'm going to do today. Bonus treat for you guys, man. That's what I'm going to do today. After we cover Raw, I'm going to go and cover some things that were said to me about my takes. And I want to see what you guys think about it. Why not? Why not? For the few that are here, why not? Bonus treat, man. That sounds pretty good, man. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram as well. The ads are right here on my desk, as you can see, on top of my luxurious bookshelf right there. Look at that, man. 4 of the best books to ever be written. 2 of them have names and the other 2 are so secretive. I didn't give you guys the names. Love it, man. Love it. Get rid of those that are hiding in the weed. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that, bro. I feel like, when I post, I post, everything I post on Twitter is for a reason. It's for a reason. That reason might not be directly related to that post, but it's for a reason. Because when I post something like, let's see, I posted about this guy breaking up a fight in the neighborhood, Fantastic moment. Guy saw some teenagers getting ready to fight. He went out there and just spit some knowledge to them, calmed the whole situation down, de-escalated. I thought that was a fantastic moment. I post something about Eminem's new album coming out at the end of the month. Things that are non-pro wrestling related. But then I'll post a comment. I'll say, I don't like CM Punk anymore. My God. Bro, the trolls come out of the woodwork like cockroaches. They come at me like they want to cancel me, man. Like, bro, you are mad at me because I personally have this feeling about this particular pro wrestler. You think that my children should die. You think that I am a piece of crap and I mean nothing to no one in life likes you because I don't like how you like. I don't like who you like in pro wrestling. How does that make sense to anybody? Unless you are just legitimately a professional troll. How does that make sense to anybody? I don't know. Must be a me thing. I just don't get it. Anyway, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. We have the King of the Ring in full swing without Satnam Singh. See what I did there? In case you didn't know, Satnam Singh will be front and center on AEW Dynamite this Wednesday. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that, bro. We need more Satnam Singh in our lives. Said no one ever. Ever, ever, ever. Don't get me started, man. Do not get me started. Nonetheless, the King of the Ring. Let me put you guys. King of the Ring, man. We have semifinals. Oh, I'm sorry. It is the King and Queen of the Ring. My bad. Do not want to exclude the women because they are doing fantastic things so far in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Fun fact, I waited all day for my trash pickup to run so I wouldn't have them outside of my office picking up trash while I was recording. They normally pick up at like 7 or 8 in the morning. I waited all day for them to pick up. They never came. So I just said, fuck it, I'm going to start my show. I hate these motherfuckers so much. Anyway, we have Monday Night Raw live from Greensboro, North Carolina, from the Greensboro Coliseum. It's Ric Flair country, man. We were in Greensboro with no flares on the show. Anybody think about that? No flares. No flares? Let's put some background music on here. Let me turn this all the way down and play that. Let's see if that comes through a little bit. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's write down a little bit. Live from Greensboro, North Carolina. First up and out of the gate, we get Sami Zayn making his entrance. Sami Zayn comes down to the ring, grabs the mic. Sami Zayn has Sami Zayn things to say. He talks about being 5 days away from the King and Queen of the Ring and how he finds himself in a triple threat match against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. He says he has 2 different issues on his hands, but he wants to handle both of them at the same time. I actually like this promo. He basically said that as Intercontinental Champion, he understands that he's going to have things to deal with. And right now he has 2 different things to deal with. Right now he has Chad Gable to deal with, who is a personal problem of his. He trusted Chad Gable. He put faith in Chad Gable. Chad Gable let him down, turned his back on him. For personal reasons, he wants to kick Chad Gable's ass. Then he has the issue of Bronson. All right, you get Big Bronson Reed. You say Bronson Reed is not personal. You say with Bronson Reed, he says it's business. He said it's absolute business because Bronson Reed doesn't care about his family, about Sami's family. He doesn't care about all of the personal issues that Sami has with Gable. Bronson just wants that title. Bronson wants the payday that comes with being the champion, so he wants the gold. I can appreciate that. That actually makes a lot of sense. I know. Sometimes the little things make you appreciate the bigger picture of a story or whatever the case may be going forward. Sometimes it's the little things that helps you tell a bigger story. All right. And I think this is one of those instances, man. So I did like that dynamic. We get Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn. Basically giving away the triple threat match. That part I don't know if I agree with. I don't see why we can't keep these guys apart completely before the pay-per-view, especially when the pay-per-view is like a week away. You know, let's slow our roll. Let's relax. We're almost there. We're 1 week away. You know? So, you know, we get Sami Zayn with the clothesline of Gable to the floor where he shrugs Alpha Academy off when they try to help, you know. But the thing about this match, though, I do like the story that was told. I do appreciate the story that was told because it was not about the match. This match was about Otis. And that part I do like because Chad Gable is still in this kick where he is putting Otis down. He is putting down all of the Alpha Academy, as a matter of fact. The crowd has pretty much tagged Gable as being Kurt Angle. You know, they started the "You Suck" chants at Chad Gable, which, you know, I would take as a form of appreciation. I would love to be compared to Kurt Angle, and Chad Gable is constantly compared to Chad Gable, so I can't be mad at that. Omi, what's going on with you? Thank you for being here. So the story of this match is Bronson Reed. Not Bronson Reed, I'm sorry. It's Otis. Otis is getting the babyface vibes. Otis is feeling the crowd's babyface momentum, and he is slowly changing. Omi says, you know, in the middle of my workday. Okay. The crowd wants Otis to change. The crowd doesn't want Otis to put up with Gable's crap anymore. So clearly we're gonna get a face turn for Otis in the slow burn fashion, which is fine. I just don't know how long that will sustain. Remember, we've had babyface Otis, and it just seemed like it was just a little bit of a gimmick for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of a, I don't know, like comedy almost. You know, maybe it's going to be different this time around. Maybe. We shall see. So Chad Gable would set Sami Zayn up to get a cheap shot from the Alpha Academy at times, and then the Alpha Academy wouldn't do it. And Chad Gable would get mad, call them useless, call them pointless. Like, what are you guys here for? He even kicked them out. He's like, you guys are out of here. The crowd didn't care. Like, you guys are out of here. Kicked them out. But Otis was given an opportunity a couple of times, but then the last time he actually went through with it, and he helped Chad Gable win. Chad Gable won by pinfall, Chaos Theory, so you have a champion losing on TV, but the story here makes sense in this situation. So Gable wins with the help of Otis. So, interesting. Let's see. So, Gable was interviewed. Before he could answer, the focus shifts to Cruz del Toro getting attacked backstage. The one thing I do appreciate and I do like about the Triple H era is the backstage promos and some of the entrances. The backstage promos, you have to pay attention because shit goes down. Shit happens in a backstage WWE promo. Easter eggs, little signs. If you're not paying attention, you will miss them. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan coming out of the same locker room. You know? Firefly Funhouse characters being laying around, being left laying around in the backstage area. Things happen. So while they were getting ready to do an interview with Gable, Cruz del Toro gets attacked. All right. Then we get Braun Breaker versus Kale Dixon. Oh, man. The debut of Kale Dixon, bruh. Clearly, this was a squash match. The match starts, the spear connects, and Breaker killed him right away. Right away. Throws Dixon out of the ring, stalks him. Spear on the floor. Straps her down. They get back inside. Drag him by the hair. And the referee just calls it. Referee just said, stop this bullshit. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Debut and retirement in the same night. Basically, yeah, Sarah, that's what we got. That's what we got. It ended by referee stoppage. So you would normally hear me complain a lot about seeing a jobber squash match on TV, but it has their spots. There's places for them, and this is it. This is exactly what a jobber match should look like on TV, right here. The point of this is to make Braun Breaker look like a killer. He's upset that he was not involved in the King of the Ring tournament. And clearly he is on a mission to make everyone backstage aware that he is not happy with being left off of the tournament. Post-match, Braun refuses to have his hand raised and runs the ropes and blasts Dixon with another spear. He grabs steel steps, but referees and road agents, they get in between to stop him. Braun got mad. Kale is slumping with his head in the crook of the steps for some reason. Breaker blasts him in the back of the head with a chair. Adam Pearce gives Braun a pointed look as medics come down the ringside with a stretcher. And I hope you guys enjoyed Kale Dixon because he's dead. He died a horrible death. Don't think he's ever coming back to a WWE ring. Adam Pearce supervises Kale Dixon getting loaded into the ambulance and yells at Braun Breaker, who says he can't be controlled, and this is on Pearce for not putting him in the King of the Ring. Hey, give the man what he wants, right? Give the man what he wants. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria, Becky gives Lyra a pep talk in gorilla position, telling Lyra, tells her that she's got this, she's giving her reinforcements, because Lyra has to go out there and face Io Sky in a Queen of the Ring semifinals match. She needs a pep talk because it does not look good for Miss Valkyria to go out there and face the very well-traveled and experienced and gorgeous Io Sky. So Io Sky's in control, putting the boots to her in the corner, slingshot knees, butterfly backbreaker in the middle of the ring, Japanese stronghold applied, wrenching Valkyria all the way back. Lyra fighting back into it, rocking horse, swinging her around into the Guido clutch, reversed into an arm trap crossface. Tornado DDT blocked. Io sends Lyra to the floor. Penalty kick off the apron. The Aussie moonsault connects. You know, Lyra Valkyria, man, so I want to say she has it, but not really. She doesn't have it. She has like half of it. She almost has it. In the ring, she seems very comfortable, very fluid, and it seems like she has nothing to do but get better from where she is right now. She knows her spots. She knows her timing. The problem with Valkyria is her gimmick. It is just plain. Now, the fact that it's plain and that she's as green as she is, that tells me it's not that big of a deal. When you're as young and when you're as green as you are, the gimmick and the promo work, all of that stuff will come with experience and time. She has the hardest part figured out. She has the toughest part figured out, and that is the in-ring work aspect. I think everything else can come with due time. You know, so I think she's on the right path. I think she has the right help to help get her over that hump. And I don't even think it's a hump. She's just starting out, man. In due time, with some seasoning, with some marinating, with some coaching, with some mentoring, one day, who knows, she could wind up in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Who knows? Lyra Valkyria wins by pinfall. What? Lyra Valkyria wins over Io to advance to the final. What? Bro, talk about upsets, man. I think upsets like this are the moments that the King of the Ring tournament were initially built on. I think surprises like this, the who would have known things like this. These are the kind of things that this tournament was built on. I think she is going to go places in WWE, man. I don't think they give spots like this to just anyone. So good on her. I didn't watch NXT. So I'm unfamiliar with all of the work that she did there. So I'm going to give her a fresh look from what I've seen. And from what I've seen, I like it. I absolutely like the presentation of her so far. The things that she needs help with and the things that she needs work on, not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I think this is a fantastic opportunity to help make a new star. So no matter what the outcome is for her in the finals, I think she's already won. I think she's going to be facing Nia Jax, and I think Nia is going to win Queen of the Ring. But I think Lyra Valkyria is going to put on a spectacular show, and to the point where it will be memorable and to the point where they can capitalize on it moving forward for Lyra Valkyria. So good on her, man. Good on her. Io looked fantastic. Io taking this loss means absolutely nothing to Io. I like this call. Hopefully they capitalize on Valkyria and make good out of Io's work last night. So Good. Or Monday night. Jesus Christ, sorry. Post-match, Valkyria is interviewed in the ring, but Io Sky grabs the mic and yells at her in Japanese. She was mad. How dare you? I'm going to make up my own dialogue because I have no idea what Io said. How dare you? I should go and translate it on my phone. Can't beat me. I'm the genius of the goddamn sky. Fucking bitch. That's what she said because that's what I wanted Io to say. So, that's what she said. She says she couldn't imagine standing there today, just 3 weeks ago. But the trick is you don't always have to know you're going to get the job done as long as you believe that you can. Very babyface type promo. Very babyface type promo. So, backstage, we have R-Truth. I love R-Truth. I want to preface this with I love R-Truth. He's explaining the hokey pokey to the New Catch Republic. What did I just say one sentence ago? I love R-Truth. My next sentence. He's explaining the hokey pokey to the New Catch Republic. Truth starts bringing up Andre the Giant. Kayla Braxton interviews Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov cuts a fantastic promo. Fantastic promo on Gunther. I think I think they are slow building the Ilya Dragunov Gunther main roster match that is absolutely inevitable right now. That is a match we will get. That is a match that will tear the damn house down. I know it'll be on a big stage at a pay-per-view, maybe SummerSlam. Who knows? But that is a wrestling match that Triple H has in his back pocket, and he is going to unload. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Ricochet rolls up, tells him they set the bar high, and he wants a rematch. Before Dragunov can comment, Braun Breaker spears Ricochet through the Greensboro Arena and murdered him. Y'all think Braun Breaker out here playing, don't you? Y'all think Braun out here playing games. It's not a game, bruh. This is not a game. Gunther cuts a recorded promo in an empty arena earlier today and admits he was wrong to dismiss Jey Uso. And tonight, Uso will fill this room with hope and delusion. But the bad news is he's in the business of taking hope away and dragging people to reality. I saw someone in last night's TNT stream sit there and say that Gunther is boring. Gunther is a killer. Killers are not made to be exciting. You know who's exciting and not boring? The dude who comes down to the ring and just does this. That's exciting. That's exciting, and Gunther's boring. You guys, man. You guys can suck it for all I care, bro. Gunther is a killer. And Monday Night Raw will be Gunther's playground when this is all said and done. Gunther will be the mainstay world champion of Monday Night Raw. Quicker than you can ever imagine, bro. Watch. We get Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. They run into Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville is back. Huh. Sonya wants to talk, but Shayna's not having it. Said, nah, fuck off. Fuck off. I got nothing to say to you, bruh. Bruh-ski. So we get the Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day. Pretty damn good match, man. Pretty damn good match. WWE World Tag Team Championship, man. So we get so we get Balor and Miz start the show off. Finn takes Miz into the corner and makes the tag. McDonough lights him up with kicks in the corner. Whip reversed. Kitchen sink knee by Miz. Tag the Truth. Leg drop. The splits. All of the jucking and jiving that Truth loves to do. You know. Remember what I said? I love R-Truth. I love R-Truth. I think it sucks that under Triple H, this is what Truth has to do to get over. Maybe it's me. Right? Maybe it's just me. So let's see. We get tag to Miz. Chest kicks ensue. Dominic Mysterio runs interference in Judgment Day. Turn the tide into the break. All right. Back from commercial, McDonough blocks Miz from the tag. Back and forth tags. Made shoulder block, fall forward, Blue Thunder Bomb. You know, the 5 moves of doom by R-Truth. You know, we thought we got rid of the 5 moves of doom when Cena went away. Cena has passed on the 5 moves of doom to Sir Truth so that he can continue to give us 5 moves of doom, because we need 5 moves of doom in our lives. We must have it at all times. We need doom and 5 moves of it. Okay, all right, fine. Sling Blade connects. Tag to McDonough. The champs with stereo Blue Thunder drivers. And then you can't see me's and 5 knuckle shuffles. Carlito tries to run in for the assist. Fins off JD with a near fall. Back and forth. Truth hits a jumping reverse STO. Carlito puts McDonough's foot on the ropes to break the count. Braun Strowman, a.k.a. Andre the Giant, takes Carlito out, chases after McDonough, slides back in. Truth is ready. Awesome Truth wins by a pinfall with the attitude adjustment from R-Truth to McDonough. They retain the tag team championships. Fun. It was a fun match, man. There's nothing to really shit on this match. It was fun. Personally, I'm just tired of The Miz. Personally, I should be tired of R-Truth, but I'm not. I just love R-Truth so much. He's just so fucking funny. I wish they would take away some of his ignorance, but the man has to do what he has to do to stay on TV. What can you say? Becky Lynch congratulates Lyra Valkyria on her win, and we follow Lyra as they go their separate ways, but then she runs into Liv Morgan. Morgan also congratulates her and blindsides her with an elbow to the jaw. Hey, congratulations. Hey, you did great. What's that? Knocked her ass out. We get Big Bronson Reed rolls up on Sami Zayn. Tells him to ignore the mind games because he's gonna beat him straight up on Saturday. So I'm just gonna kick your ass. Otis rolls up on Sami and probes him, asking if he's proud of him for costing him the match. Otis says, "I'm sorry, bro." He says, "I'm sorry." He apologized. He apologized to Sami, man. Sami says he knows he's sorry because he's a good guy, and Chad Gable is not. And he's been in his shoes before. Take it from him. I think it's a good callback to Sami being in the bloodline. having to do things that he did not necessarily morally agree with. It's a pretty good callback. Says the sooner you stop listening to him and start listening to the fans, the better off he'll be. Interesting. Let's see where that goes. Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring, talks about defending her title against Liv Morgan on Saturday, and acknowledges the story and the history they have together. She talks about Liv ducking on fights and thinking that's how she's going to beat her. Liv Morgan came out and said, fuck all that bullshit. She called Licky. Now I'm calling her fucking Licky. She called Becky delusional. Liv thinks she is the good guy in this story. She genuinely does, which I've always said, that leads to credibility. If you genuinely believe that you're the good guy in your story, then you come off as a better heel. So I can appreciate that. I can absolutely appreciate that from Liv Morgan. All right. In the Judgment Day's room, Damian Priest asked, what the hell just happened? Dominic blames JD. He said, JD asked, what was he supposed to do? And Priest tells McDonough to go to Adam Pearce and get a match against Braun Strowman next week, and walks off saying he doesn't apologize. He doesn't recognize Judgment Day anymore. Finn Balor calls him back, but when he doesn't respond, he agrees and tells them, yeah, I agree. I don't recognize him either. He said Priest says he doesn't recognize who Judgment Day is anymore. Want to know why? Because Mommy's not here. That's why. You need Rhea Ripley back. Damage Control comes down to the ring. A trainer is in the back after commercial break. He clears Xavier Woods for competition. Xavier is clear. It's clear to compete. Kofi says, that's sweet. I'm going to go to Adam Pearce and go get us a match. He goes happily walking off. Dude, they rocks. Karrion Kross comes creeping up. I guess he was in the broom closet. In the medical supplies counter. I'm not sure. But Karrion Kross and Scarlett Boudreaux, they both came up. I don't know what they were doing back there together. Who knows? Kross has some cryptic stuff to say to Woods. So first Kross was approaching Kofi, I want to believe, right? And now he's approaching Woods. Are one of the New Day going to turn to the dark side? Are both going to turn to the dark side? Shall see. Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Kairi Singh versus Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Number 1 contender match. Okay, fair enough. You want to do all of your qualifying in one match instead of individual tag team matches. Whatever. So let's see. A lot of chaos in the ring. And that's the whole thing. When you get like a fatal 4-way like this with 4 different tag teams, bro, it just feels like a lot of chaos. It just feels like a lot of fucking chaos. And that's just how the match comes off, too. At the end of the day, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark win by pinfall. I mean, it is what it is. Clearly, it appears that Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark will be the women's tag team champions going forward, just because they're probably the best tag team together. And what else are they going to do, basically? I kind of hope that Shayna Baszler will be in a much better singles position right now with Triple H in charge. Because Shayna Baszler in NXT as NXT Women's Champion was money. It was so good. I mean, but under Vince on the main roster, her stock was just dropped. It was lost. They could have done so much more with her. They didn't. And maybe Triple H's plan is to build her back up over time. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But as of now, it's just not where it should be. Maybe being tag team champions with Zoe Stark can help that. Zoe Stark is another one. Great in the ring. Fantastic in the ring. Just not a very good charisma worker, if one should say. But we'll see. I think they will be tag team champions, and that is probably the best thing for both of those ladies. Ludwig Kaiser interviewed backstage. He calls Sheamus a keyboard warrior. Says Sheamus like to go home, and Sheamus like to start tweeting. Calls him a keyboard warrior, man. But then Drew McIntyre rolls up. Drew says he's wondering why he's here and why Adam Pearce doesn't want one of the biggest stars on the show, and he wants time to speak his mind. He says Damian Priest thinks he's got one over on him, but nobody gets one over on him. And he's playing chess, and Priest is just playing checkers. They go into the break. Back from break, Chad Gable gives Otis a pep talk and talks about how bad he needs to help. How bad he needs help in Saudi Arabia. Tells Otis tells him that he has his back no matter what. Jey Uso cuts a promo backstage, and that promo leads all the way down out to the ring. Then Gunther makes his entrance, after Jey makes his for about 20 minutes or so. I get it. I like Jey's entrance. It is hype. And if you go into a live show in WWE and you don't get to experience that when you expect it, that would suck. That would suck for the fans. So I get it. I get it. We get Gunther versus main event Jey Uso for the King of the Ring semifinals. This was a fantastic match. It felt like the crowd didn't think so. Personally, I thought it was a fantastic match. Trading elbows on the outside. Uso with a big palm strike and mounted punches. Jey with rights, staggering the ring general. Big slicing right elbows, takes him down. To the floor, Uso with the suicide dive. Back and forth on the floor. Gunther opposes him. Goes to work on the shoulder, throwing him hard into the steel steps. Back into the post. We go into the break as the ring general continues the beatdown of Jey Uso. Back from the break, Gunther is in firm control. Ode to Jim breaks in the middle of the ring, followed by the step over, knee drop, arm breaker. Stomp the injured arm. Ring general goes up top and Uso cuts him off. Jockeying for position, double wrist lock up on the turnbuckles. Uso powers up and hits a Samoan drop in desperation. Slow to capitalize. Gunther's coming up at him with chops. Jey with the steel resolve, throwing kicks and Insecurity staggers ring general back. We get a power bomb to the ring general right into a Fujiwara armbar. Off the ropes, cut off chop and back to the neck. So we get a German suplex from Gunther, headed up top with a diving splash. Pin, still no 3. Big short arm lariat cover attempt. Nope. We see drawing up. We get chops. Referee Chad Penn eats a backhand right before Uso covers Gunther off the Uso splash. He hits the Uso splash, but the referee is half dead. But then we get wild cross-face strikes, arm trapped, And the Gojuri clutch, body scissors applied. Gunther wins by referee stoppage. Interesting. I didn't expect Jey to beat Gunther. I don't expect anyone to beat Gunther for a while. I think they are going to put Gunther right back on another streak after dropping the Intercontinental title. And they're going to do big things with Gunther on Monday Night Raw. I think Gunther's going to be world champion. He'll have the likes of Drew McIntyre to deal with. He'll have the likes of Punk to deal with. Also Jey Uso. But I don't think anyone's going to be stopping Gunther in the near future. I think Gunther is on a path to become the man on Monday Night Raw, opposite of Cody on Friday night. That is the Monday Night Raw review. Rage, what is going on with ya? Good to see you, Rage. How you been? And everybody else in the chat, man. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I wonder why they have multiple tag matches instead of regular tag matches. Not just the ladies, but the men sometimes as well. Man, I don't know. Ronnie. I would prefer to see regular tag matches. You know, the tag team champions, whoever they are going to defend those titles in 2-on-2 matches. They're not always going to be 4-on-4s and 3-on-3s. So we should see more just regular 2-on-2 tag matches. You know, to me, it looks like that's just their way of fast-tracking story. So that we don't ask, well, how did they get this title shot? They got this title shot because they beat 3 other tag teams in one match. I mean, I'll take it because it's something. It's something better than what we've been getting on a lot of different occasions, which is they're just number one contenders just because. Just because. That's not a good reason to have a tag team title match. Just because, you know. And yeah, I mean, in the meantime, it is kind of hard to get regular tag matches in because what happens is when you put these tag matches on TV and nobody cares about them, people start asking questions like, well, why are we having this match? No one gives a shit. You know, let's be honest. Look at a few of those tag matches. If we like this Fatal 4-Way, break them down into 2-on-2s and shit like that. It's like nobody really cares about the match. I mean, but that's their own fault. They have to sell it. They have to sell it to us the same way they're doing this tournament right now. They can just throw in individual tag matches. This tag match is happening because last week this team beat this other team. If they beat this team as well, they're in position to be the number one contenders for the women's tag team championships. But no, instead, just put them all in one match, and the winner gets a shot at the pay-per-view. Done. That's the build. That's the build. That's it. That's all we have time for. Now, I mean, granted, there's a lot of other things going on in the company that you have to focus your time on each show. I get it. I sincerely do. That does not mean that these tag team fatal 4-ways are going to make us believe that this is the best tag team to face the champions because of one match. You know, I'm sorry. That just doesn't do it for me. I'd rather the match happen on main events or something like that, and you give me a recap telling me about said match on main event, and that would explain how they got into the position to compete for this 2-on-2. Winner gets the championship match at the pay-per-view, but that is just me. So, guys, that is it for the Monday Night Raw review here on Wednesday night. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there for this show. WWE are definitely going into the pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. Looking good. And that's always good to see. Rage, I'm glad you stopped by too. PD Shaw, welcome to the Taco Crew. That is another thing. Before I forget, I'm glad you reminded me, PD Shaw. Thank you for the 11 months. Says, hey, Taco Crew. Guys, if you are not a Taco Crew member, you should be, because I will be doing exclusive content every month only for the Taco Crew members. I've already started with this month with my sit down, not a sit down, but the long discussion that I had with AEW champion Swerve Strickland, the contents of said discussion, what I took from it, what he took from it, how it ended, how it started. All of the juicy details, things that I did not publicly say before, I put them in an exclusive half-hour video on the channel, exclusive to Taco Crew members. Sign up today, become a Taco Crew member, and you get access to that and any other content that I post going forward. I already have a couple of ideas. Oh, I wanted to talk about some comments that were left for me. I'll save them for the next show. Because I'll probably get more. And I want to add them. Guys, thank you so much. Rage, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Everyone else, too, thank you guys so much. Sinister, what's up with you? Unkindness of Ravens, thank you guys so much. Vance Rawlings, love you all, man. I appreciate you all for being here. I will see you guys tonight for the AEW Dynamite review on JD's channel. I will see you guys later on this evening. Peace.
My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When the play hit the streets of havoc, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit. What the fuck are you from?
And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago up in your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm ruling